Hey YouTube, it's me, Edward. You know, when I got started with geocaching a couple of months ago, I was fascinated with trackables. One of my first questions about them was, what is the difference between a geocoin and a travel bug? Well, the only real difference is a matter of design. A travel bug pretty much always looks like a military dog tag attached to a small toy, something like this one right here. Whereas a geocoin looks like a coin in most cases, and sometimes it'll come in a little plastic holder like you see here. Whatever the shape, size, or material it is made from, a geocoin or travel bug is really just a trackable item. In most cases, a person will leave a trackable in a geocache in the hopes that someone else will find it and move it to another geocache. Using a unique code that has been stamped into the trackable is what makes registering its whereabouts possible. A trackable in most cases is metal, and its tracking number will be stamped into it permanently. If you buy a new one, it will need to be activated. Activation is what allows you to control the home page of the trackable, making you the owner, even if you don't possess it ever again. Activation is when the vendor provides you with a code that will unlock the trackable for use on the geocaching website. Trying to make your own trackables would likely be very expensive. The tracking codes are created by Groundspeak headquarters and sold in blocks. The best thing to do is just find trackables that you like at prices you can afford, and fortunately there are plenty of vendors on the market to choose from, especially if you live in the United States. Now, leaving a trackable in a geocache is one thing you can do with a trackable, but there are other things you can do with one. If you own the trackable, you can specify goals for it to achieve. The owner of this trackable asked that it be taken to Lima, Peru, and after arriving, that it be returned to a geocache in Switzerland. I took it to Lima, and soon enough I will release it into the wild so that it can continue on its travels. Here is a list of the things that can be done with a trackable that you have discovered. Number 1, log it as having been picked up from a geocache. Number 2, log it as having been found in a geocache, but left there. To do this, you must write down the tracking code while you are visiting the cache, and just leave the trackable that you have found in the cache. Then register that you have found it, and one of the options will be that you found it and left it in the cache. Number 3, if you carry a trackable to a geocache, but you do not leave it inside, you can log that the trackable just visited. When I do this, I like to take a photograph of the trackable with the geocache that I found. Then I include the photograph as part of the log. Number 4, drop off the trackable in a geocache. Number 5, show a trackable to others and allow them to register it as having been seen. For example, do you see this trackable? The tracking number is GJ529E, and you can register it yourself and claim that you have seen it in someone else's possession, which is absolutely true. Number 6, give a trackable to someone else. This is one thing that I have never done with a trackable until now. I have a friend whose name is Mark, and his YouTube channel is Chopper's Rule 1. Now, Mark lives in Tasmania, which is a large island on the other side of planet Earth. So tomorrow, I'm going to mail this trackable to him. If you'd like to see a video of Mark receiving this trackable and placing it in a geocache in Tasmania, then subscribe to his channel and wait a couple of weeks for this to get there, and he will be making a video about that adventure very soon. Thanks for watching.